Now, the video that I'm showing you guys in front is okay. So on the right hand side is the one recently that JLR put up. The one on the left is the one that JLR put up when they left. See the sticker that's missing that I noticed right away? That sticker, the decal of Sebastian on Katie's car, that's no longer there. Okay, so I'm sorry. Proudfoots are really pissing me off here because
Well,
you
I
know
mean,
why? I'll tell you why they took it off. You know why? You know
because they don't
exactly
want
why.
the attention.
Because they don't want the attention. Why not? Why not? I mean, they're looking for Sebastian, but they don't want the attention because the attention isn't good for them. So they're taking the decal off so that people don't realize that that is Katie and Chris because of the public opinion against them. But yet why should they care? Like Chris Proudfoot has many times, let me make it clear.
One of your comments, somebody asked about contacting truck stops. Yes, we have reached out to the Loves, the Pilots, the Flying J's, the Petros, American Travel, trucking companies, Truckers Against Trafficking, to try to get them to put flyers out and continuously keep an eye open. And a lot of them have done it. A lot of them are amazing to help.
We need to get magnets made so that the truckers can display it on the back of their trucks. They make a little square magnet that can go on that has it's like the missing flyer, and it can be printed on a magnetic, and it can go right on the back of the truck, and we can get them to truck stops.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea. I don't know who would make or where to go and get a quote for the cost of that, but
A lot of times you can take it into like FedEx, Kinko's, any of the printing places. You can buy the magnetic sheets, look on Amazon, and then they run through like an inkjet printer. But that might be something that a bunch of us could get together and try to do.
oh yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, whatever we can do, let me know and try to get on it.
Showing that they're out there doing boots on the ground. All they're like, it is like, honestly, to the I don't give a shit what anyone says. They have made it very clear that, well, they're up in the camper, and Katie's like, well, Sebastian just could be anywhere, and that's why I'm 3 hours away. Just shut up, Katie. Okay, you're up there because you didn't want to stay at home by yourself. And Christopher Proudfoot, of course, wants to go back to work, even though in Nancy Grace's thing, he said he wasn't, hold on, a podcast, that he almost got fired, but that was resolved, basically. Then he says to Nancy Grace that, like he was working at St. Jude's, and he says that he's uncertain at this time if he's got work. Then she says, well, why did you go? And then he says, for work, like back up where he was working. And it's just like, dude, do you even know what the truth is, Pinocchio? But anyways, all I'm saying for me personally, they are not doing themselves any favors from the get-go of this case to now. I mean, each to our own opinions, eh? But honestly, for me as a mother, I'm honestly feel like I'm disgusted watching how Katie and Christopher are handling the disappearance of Sebastian. You got Seth there, who's working his ass off, doing searches and stuff like that. The Proudfoots are nowhere to be found in any of that, nor any of his family members, meaning the Proudfoots. So you have Seth Rogers over here, and then they wonder. So what do you think of that? I mean, at the end of the day, like, on your personal opinion, I get, Kate, we know why that they would have taken that decal off. But what do you think about it, Adam? Like,
Well, I mean,
we're talking about a missing child here, not their egos.
yeah, no, my mind went. I'm in complete agreement with you. I mean, I get the selfish act of not wanting that attention being brought on you when people are driving around filming you, but if my child's missing,
Do I care?
would put that before anything else, and I really wouldn't give a damn.
No, and
And I definitely,
Go
you
ahead.
know, if they felt like they needed to leave the house for whatever reason, I would make damn well sure that someone was in that house just in case Sebastian came home.
What do you think about the fact that they took the decal off? Did you see that? Off the car? What do you think about that, actually? About Katie taking the decal off of the side of her car for Sebastian. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see her do it, but it doesn't surprise me.
I'll show you. I've made a video. Just quickly putting them side by side. Let me just take this down. So, see her car there on the left has the decal. But now, and this was just taken like today or yesterday.
And that's Decal for Canadians.
Oh, Decal. Wait.
Sorry, Sonny.
No. Canadian, eh? Okay, so, yeah, so my thing is this. Okay, so we were talking about this a little earlier. So my thing is this, is that...
The only one.
Like, pardon?
She's not the only one. Chris's mother is taking them all off of her vehicle, too.
Isn't that, like, what the F, right? Like, is this about Sebastian or them?
They don't care.
Honestly, like this... So we were talking about this earlier when I played this, because this first thing I noticed when I seen JLR put up this video of the one without, I was like, well, where's the decal? Okay. And then all of a sudden, so I went to go find the other one because I knew that it was on there, but I wanted to show it visually to people. And to me, I'm like, the reason why they would take it off is because they don't want anyone to know, and they're trying to, you know, kind of, well, it was about Sebastian on the car, right? About Sebastian. To me, that's making it about themselves, as always. That's what it seems to be. Like, this is about your child. So you're going to care more about the fact that you don't want people to know that that's you there? Or is it about Sebastian being missing and your child? So why would anyone give a shit unless they're egos? Because this is your son that you're looking for, right? Remember, Katie? You said, well, Sebastian just could be anywhere. That's why I'm up here with Chris 3 hours away, and I've left home. Bullshit. That's not why you're up there. You're up there because you didn't want to be down there to have to deal with everything yourself because you were scared, probably. But to take off his decal? Really? It's just about you or anyway. All I'm saying is that it's coming across like it keeps being about them, not Sebastian. And it's pissing me off, to say the least. Is it pissing you off?
Completely.
Yeah. So I have a question, and I might just be behind on this part of it, but is it true that like Chris's parents, they like took off and went to Alaska the day after Sebastian went missing?
A couple days after, I think. Yeah.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I really would love to find a way to, with the help of everybody, to try to form an event. And it wouldn't necessarily be strictly Sebastian. It's got to be all these missing children, and pull it together and try to get everybody to be bringing awareness, finding a way to fundraise, crowd surf, money, whatever, to
Amen.
a way to make it noticeable. If there's a way to blanket every single state across the country with billboards, with rotating, with like, have you seen us? And it's pictures of children that have been missing. You know, please contact, it doesn't matter what law enforcement, just contact law enforcement and provide a number, or the National Center for Missing Children.
Yep.
You know, pop their number up, like, and just keeping all these faces fresh.
When I saw that picture of Sebastian without his glasses on,
The Christmas picture.
looks like a totally different kid.
So he looks more mature in that picture, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks more mature. Yeah, that was the one that came out with the Christmas beside it.
That looks more like a 15-year-old.
That looks more like, yeah, because in his other pictures, I mean, I would say he was more like 13, 12, 13.
Yeah.
If I was to have kind of guessed. So yeah, so that, but the thing is that because he is with his glasses, hence why I want to put out pictures with the glasses, because that's what he wears typically is his glasses, as you can see by 90% of the pictures that are out there. I like to use, there's a couple that I like to use. But I would say the second one to that, where he looks older, is when he's kind of not the one with the dogs, but he's just kind of sitting in this passenger seat, and he's kind of just looking off to the side a bit. That one as well kind of gives him a little bit older look than the other ones. But absolutely agree.
And and basically, it sounds like you're kind of you're willing to sacrifice your privacy and all these things just to keep this case going, so people can talk about it, so it keeps it to the forefront a little bit.
I'll tell everybody this: you want to come after me, you come after me. You leave everybody else alone. You come after me all you want, but you leave everybody else alone. That's the only request that I have. If you need somebody to berate, belittle, blast, whatever, I'll be your man. Throw your darts, whatever you want to do. Because at the end of the day, I know the truth. Law enforcement knows the truth. Katie and Seth know the truth. And I really don't owe anybody anything other than my wife, my kids, and my family. And the good man upstairs. That's the only people I owe anything to.
Exactly.
It's not right that during your darkest hour you're thrust into the public spotlight. It's not right. It's not fair. It's not just. There's no part of it that says that it's okay to do.